You are tuned into the Undisputed Champ Sports Podcast. This is our WWE Evolution All Women's Pay-Per-View review. I am their host, the man of the hour, Carmine. We are first joined by our special guest. She is a very dear friend of mine. Known her for a long time. Chelsea, say what up to the people.
Hello.
That's it. No real introduction.
Yeah,
all right, that's it. That's it, guys.
That's all we're getting.
now you know the usuals on the show, guys. We're joined by Thumbs Up Tommy. Say what up.
What's up, everybody? Happy Rusev, or rather Lana Day today, because it's Evolution. Let's get it.
Facts. And last but certainly not least, the architect of the show, Mr. Preston Brown. Say what up.
What's up, man? We got a woman on the show now that shows you how progressive this podcast is. Ladies, check us out, please. We support y'all.
Yes. Give women a chance. Yes. Anyway,
when this become a women's movement pass podcast?
Hey man, we doing Evolution. Give
for real,
chance,
for real,
but
for real.
You know, hey, whatever. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start off with our. Before we start off, Chelsea, just give us a brief. What did you think about the pay-per-view?
Okay, honestly, I kind of came in with a very biased standpoint because I'm like, okay, now WWE want to get on the women's revolution. Like TNA Ben did this shit, whatever Shimmer. I was pretty much into the really big indie scene of wrestling before, so I was kind of like little disappointed that WWE is now getting on the bandwagon. But I would just say overall the pay-per-view, I was actually very impressed. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
Yeah. You're not the only one on this podcast because we have a guy that we call Mr. Thumbs Up Tommy. He was a little skeptic as well. He going in. The man was like, I don't know, it might be trash. But
right.
You know, me, always the optimist. I have faith in the talent that was on the roster and the matches. I saw the matches, the card. I'm like, yo, at least 3 of these matches has to be good to great.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be, and that definitely doesn't disappoint. So yeah, definitely. So, Tommy, brief overview. What did you think about the pay-per-view?
Definitely a pretty solid pay-per-view. Even the matches that I wasn't really looking forward to, they were better than I thought they were going to be. So, pretty solid pay-per-view overall. Can't complain.
Definitely.
I have 2 gripes, but we'll get to that later.
I have a couple gripes too. It's kind of funny. It's just kind of funny. But anyway, Preston, go ahead. What did you think, bro?
Man, I thought the pay-per-view was better than I thought it was going to be. I'm glad she mentioned the whole thing with TNA because I thought about that 2 weeks ago about WWE being late on that as far as catching up to Impact. But yeah, it was a pretty good pay-per-view to me. And
you guys make a good point. It's true, but you gotta remember when TNA was doing it, WWE was in the fucking Divas era. So. It's like, you know what I mean?
Better known as the dark ages of women's wrestling.
Yeah, it was in that shitty era. I mean, them females look good, but boy, were they shitty wrestlers. I'm just going to be honest.
They actually had a lot of really good, during that fucking...
They had some good talent. Yes,
they had some good talent. They just weren't being utilized.
Yeah, they wasn't doing it right.
That's true.
But TNA was.
That is true. Mm-hmm. They had some good talent, but they also had crappy talent.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That's a fact. Knockouts division, when it first started jumping off, that shit was fire.
Oh hell
yeah!
That shit was fire.
It was.
I'll just say this because me and Chelsea was talking about this, and I was so happy when she mentioned this to me. Preston? Let's see if you remember. Who was the person that I really wanted to be in a surprise appearance on the show?
On Evolution?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even remember. I ain't gonna lie.
From TNA, bro.
From TNA?
Black. She black.
Oh, Awesome Kong. Yeah.
There we
Awesome
go.
Kong.
There you go. Chelsea was like, she hoped so badly to Awesome Kong. I wanted Karma to make a surprise appearance. I was hoping. This is what I was hoping. When I saw the Iconics, we're gonna talk about that match in that promo. But when I saw the Iconics, I thought because of what they were doing, all of a sudden Karma's music was gonna hit, and she was right behind them. That would have been awesome.
Cool.
That would have been awesome. Even if she got eliminated in that match, I don't give a shit. I just wanted to see her because her situation, how everything that happened was so unfortunate, and I feel like damn, like, because people have to understand. When Karma came into the Divas division, she was picked by Triple H to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
She was supposed to change it all. So this women's revolution shit we see all now, that was supposed to be the beginning when she came in. But obviously, unfortunate events happened, and it didn't go down like that. But yeah, I was hoping for that. But anyway, for me personally, I thought the pay-per-view was really, really good. I thought it was better than most of the pay-per-views this year by WWE. Period. To be honest with you, I'm just being real. Yeah, I'm just being real. So these ladies absolutely showed out. But anyway, let's get to the first match of the night. You had the tag team match of Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickie James and Alicia Fox. Now, we do know, I would have to reference to everybody, that Alicia Fox is only in this match because this completely last minute. Alexa Bliss had a concussion, so she wasn't able to perform in this match, but, you know, obviously she had to be out there. It's a big moment. But before I go, Chelsea, what did you think about this match?
I mean, I was a little disappointed because I really wanted to see Alexa Bliss in it. Like, kind of how they were, like, hyping up, like, okay, like, the new school, the Attitude Era versus, you know what I mean, like, the, you know, new school versus the old school. But to me, I kind of felt like, I mean, Alicia Fox and, like, Mickie James were still kind of in the game while Trish and Lita were still in the game. So, I mean, they've all had matches with each. I'm not sure if I don't think Alicia Fox has ever been in the ring with them. But
Alicia Fox came in the Divas era.
Yeah, so I was like, I wanted to really see, like, because Alexa Bliss hasn't been in the ring with either, like, Trish and Lita, so I wanted to kind of see how that was going to play out. Was a really great match. I was really hoping, I was really pushing for, like, because I think, like, I love Alicia, like, Fox, because, like, as they were even saying, she's the most tenured diva, like, on the women's wrestler on the roster. And it's like, I think it's about time she get a push, man. I think it's about time she actually get, like, a woman's, like,
good. That's what I know. I've been trying to tell people this. I've been trying to tell people this.
On her.
Oh,
but even in her
bro.
matches lately, it's like, I feel like she's really, like, this is not Alicia, like, when she actually, even in the Divas, whatever, like, that butterfly freaking, like, title belt, when she had that shit, like, she was really dominating the women's, like, it's like people forgot, like, Alicia at one point was dominating the whole women's, like, division. So now I see her kind of, like, on some jobber status shit. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, that's not the Alicia, especially a woman of color. Like, you see Ember Moon, you know, coming to the top. You see whatever Naomi coming to the top. All of these women have been like women's women's champions. So I don't see why Alicia is like not, like, you know what I mean, not like, stepping up to the plate.
It's like I echoed this sentiment on many occasions that people they forget and they don't realize. Alicia Fox is really, really good, but she's been booked really, really shitty. Period and point blank. That's all it is. They gave her. She has a role now that they have her steadfast in that role, and she's just there to put over everybody else, pretty much.
But it's like, why though? You have the longest tenured woman on your, but I guess that's kind of like I noticed the pattern and why I kind of fell off on WWE to begin with in their women's division. You'll have great talent, but you're underbooking them and you're having them put over like fucking like bullshit ass, like, you know, just comes wrestlers that you want to give them a push, and they don't even last with the company anyway. Like, they fucking go back to modeling or whatever. Like, don't Eva Marie, don't even get me started on that. Like, it's like, I'm thinking about so many wrestlers that they would have Alicia like job to. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep, absolutely. All right, Preston, what did you think about the match?
Oh man. Okay. I thought the match was at least a little bit better than I thought. Like Chelsea said, it would have been cool to see Alexa Bliss in there, but it's kind of funny that, you know, WWE didn't let Sasha do it, but let Alexa do it, and now Alexa can't even wrestle. So it's kind of like karma if you think about it.
It is karma because who was the one woman that said she's one of the biggest Trish Stratus fans? It wasn't Alexa Bliss.
That was Sasha Banks. And then Alexa Bliss got pushed over, and then all of a sudden now she can't do it. And that's funny. But as far as the match goes, I thought it was a pretty cool match. Like you guys said, Alicia Fox is very, very underrated. I feel like a lot of people just look at her funny because the way she's being played right now. And with her being in the jobber status, that reflects how she wrestles in the ring. She's like in there not to win the match. She's kind of in there just to play off of other people and be entertainment. instead of actually being a good wrestler in the ring, which she has the ability to do so. But unfortunately, she came in during the Divas era where, you know, everyone was kissing the Bella's butts and all that stuff like that. But overall, the match was pretty cool. It wasn't bad at all.
Can I add something? I just want to add something.
Sure.
Like, I just want to say, Mickey James and Trish, like, I'm just thinking, these women are, like, fucking 40 plus, look fucking great. Like, I forget, like, Mickey got a kid.
Well, Mickey
like,
not 40 yet.
That game was on point.
She not 40
got
yet.
close
She
enough,
almost
like,
there.
38, 37.
Around
Mickey
that,
is
yeah.
Close
hot.
enough.
She is hot as fuck.
Her snapback game, I'm like, duh. And Trish like a mother of two or something. So
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, these women. I mean, I ain't gonna say like Trish. She ain't do it like how Mickey. She ain't age how Mickey is. But I'm just saying these women look great.
Yeah. Trish still
they
look
do.
good, but you can just see in her face.
Yeah.
She's a little old. You can see
Man,
the old.
that's not Trish. That's
Mickey-
not Trish from the Attitude Era. That's not Tessa
Mickey
Albert
James-
Trish, man.
No.
Who was that?
Mickey James looks better now than she did back then.
She did.
Yeah, she
That's
do.
And that
crazy.
is crazy.
And I saw Trish in person in Carolina a couple months ago. And she
And-
looked messed up.
What that shit?
Yeah.
I seen Muzz walking past her booth like, yo, where's Trish at? Oh, she right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, I just looked it up. The crazy thing is, Lita is the oldest of the three.
Yeah, she's 43.
Mhm.
Is she?
Yeah, I knew that. She's been in wrestling
and
longer
Trish
than both
and
of them.
Trish looks the oldest.
Mhm.
Man.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's true.
Yeah, Lita's
true, but
43, Mickey's 39, and what's her name? Trish 41.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, Tommy, what did you think about the match?
I enjoyed the match. You know, it was pretty solid. I think it would have been slightly better if Alexa would have participated, but hey, she got hurt, so what can you do? And overall, I would just say it was a good way to set the tone for, you know, what to expect for the pay-per-view. You know, it was definitely my main gripe. My main question was, does Lita still have it? Because I haven't seen her wrestle in years,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
she sure enough still does.
That's a fact. And I just want to add a couple things. I thought Alicia and Mickey, there was some good ring work on Lita, some good teamwork,
Mhm.
and Trish looked fucking really good in this match. Okay, like, I'm sorry, but
Everybody looked good in the match. honestly.
I'm not opposed, even though listen, I want the future of the women's division to just shine all the way through. Just like in the male division, I'm tired of all these old motherfuckers coming back. But in the
Oh
case
hell
of the,
yeah.
no, but in the case of the women, I
Oh, she felt
don't.
that.
No, but listen. In the case of the women, I don't mind it too much if it's Trish and Lita. For the simple fact is this: they barely ever come back, and we barely ever see them, and they never get into matches. That women's Royal Rumble, it's like the first time we've seen Trish and Lita in a match in like God knows
Over
how
10
long.
years.
Like God knows how long. So that's why I'm okay if they come back. And they actually show. It's not like they're the fucking Undertaker and they're slow walking to the goddamn ring for like 10 minutes. Like,
Oh
it's
my
not,
God.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not like that. Like, Trish got in the ring and she showed out to me. Like, for someone that hasn't been in the ring for
Like-
how long? Like, she fucking showed out. So I'm okay. I don't want them to overuse that shit. Like I said,
yeah,
don't
please
do
don't.
that. I wouldn't
Don't
mind.
abuse it.
I wouldn't mind if Trish want to have one last WrestleMania match. Save that next year WrestleMania.
I would love that.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. After that, I don't want to see her no more. Cool. I don't want to see you no more after that.
Like,
But that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
But I'm okay with seeing her in the ring one more time because she really, really impressed me. Also, I want to mention.
yes.
I don't know if this is on Alicia. I don't know who this on, but that botch count in that match.
Yeah.
When I think Lita hit her finisher on Mickey, and I think Alicia was supposed to break that up.
Yeah.
And the referee counted 1, 2, and the referee paused
He
long
paused.
as fuck.
Yeah, he did. I saw that.
Somebody was supposed to break that up,
Mhm.
and they were late to come break that up. So I want to mention that. I thought that was hilarious. I was dying laughing. But yeah, Trish and Lita got the victory as we thought that would happen, even if Alexa was in the match. So that definitely happened. All right, guys, let's move on to the next match of the night. We had the 20-woman Battle Royal match. I had fun with this. I'm gonna go. I had fun with this match. I thought this was pretty fun. In the beginning, it was pretty fun. We already knew the old heads were gonna get eliminated first. We knew that. That was pretty obvious. They were gonna get them old heads out. I thought the match was pretty fun, especially middle towards the end. Match was great to me. Like, it was some great back and forth action. The promo from the Iconics was awesome. I loved it. Though that was really, really awesome. I really loved that promo, and for them to get eliminated first, I thought it was hilarious. And I thought that was cool. You do that. That's the shit you do to heels, especially heels that were talking shit, all going to the ring talking shit to like what 18 other females. Like so,
Exactly.
I mean that's gonna happen. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, I want to note the dance break was awesome. I'm done. Oh, and I do want to mention it was funny, on the pre-show when they were having the red carpet interviews, and they showed R-Truth.
Mhm.
R-Truth was with Carmella's mom.
Yeah, that was crazy. R-Truth is crazy, bro. R-Truth is
Yo,
crazy.
he is wild. But R-Truth and Carmella's dynamic is just awesome. I love them so much. But anyway, Chelsea, what did you think about this battle royal?
I was actually really excited because, like, I mean, I was speaking to Carmine about it before. Like, I was thinking, like, the true pioneers of, like, women's wrestling. When you think about, like, Ivory, like, her freaking, like, feud with China, like, when she was in Right to Censor, like, you know what I mean? And seeing, I was so shocked seeing Medusa come back. I was like, I haven't seen freaking Medusa, like, it's like everything that's been happening. I haven't seen Medusa like freaking. I don't even know, like 20 years. It's like a Sting appearance. I feel like when everybody, like when Sting finally came back to wrestling and finally came to WWE, like that's how I felt seeing Medusa come back. So I was a little disappointed that Nia Jax won because I kind of feel like it's like okay, so, and I saw her at the end eyeing Ronda Rousey, and I'm like, okay, like I was just playing it out in my head. It's like, okay, well, if Ronda is to retain the women's champion, it's like I feel like the feud's already happened. Like we already had a Nia versus like Ronda feud. Like you saw the outcome of that. I was really hoping maybe like an underdog was to win. Like you know what I mean? Like somebody like a person with that really had the like potential that no one saw coming.
Boy, did that crowd want Ember to win, boy.
I wanted Ember to win. I wanted her to win. At the end, though, when I saw Zelina, like I was like, damn, maybe they might have a surprise. Because actually, I'm actually a really big fan of Zelina. Because I remember when she was in TNA, when she was actually part of like the Knockouts tag team division. So she was one of the pioneers in TNA when the women's division was coming up. So Zelina actually has great athletic ability. So I was really hoping maybe she may get like a little push or something. So it was either gunning for like an underdog or I was gunning for like Ember, but I mean, or honestly I was gunning for Tamina too. I'm like, Tamina needs a freaking push, man. This come on, she comes from the wrestling background, daughter of Superfly, of course
she was
tremendous
impressive in this
stature.
match.
She actually was.
Yeah,
It's Tamina. I was like, I know she has really bad like mic skills, but I'm like, I know this can be worked. I was hoping she would get some sort of push because she's never won a champion, and she's freaking huge. So she was pretty impressive. So overall, I was glad to see some of the old faces, but like I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to see all the old heads just fucking get eliminated because I was thinking like, let me see what they still got if they still at least have it, but. Molly Holly looked great. Like, she looked better than she did, like, back then. I don't remember how Tori Wilson, like, I don't remember even seeing Tori Wilson in the match. Kelly was a complete waste to me, as she always has been as a diva, but I digress. Yeah. But,
Yo, that white girl is such a waste of fucking space.
Yeah,
anyway,
she is.
Anyway, Tommy, what did you think about the match?
I thought it was a very entertaining match because... you saw a little bit of everything, just, the nostalgia, the ones that are kind of slept on and the ones that are kind of over right now as well. So I would say this, like between this and the tag team match that came before, this is what I would say is nostalgia done right.
Yeah.
And then also, my top pick to win the match was Ember Moon. I was hoping for it, and I said if not her, then hopefully Asuka or Carmella, and unfortunately neither one of the three won. I mean, I'm happy that Nia won because she's underutilized in my opinion, but at the same time it's like we've seen you and Ronda go at it already. It's like I want to see somebody new get a shot.
Even though I will say this before I let Preston go, even though Ember didn't win, this match kind of made Ember bigger.
Facts.
True, because
Exactly.
that crowd was completely behind her.
Yep, I think this match made Ember bigger because when she came to the main roster, she was good. People were cheering for her, but she but she didn't get there. She hasn't gotten there yet. This could be the moment that gets her there to a real crowd favorite.
Facts.
To where we'll see that push coming soon. But just like you, that's who I wanted to win the match. I wanted that really, really badly. But anyway,
mark my words. Vinnie Mac was paying attention to that crowd reaction to Ember.
That's a fact. Anyway, Preston, what you think?
I thought it was a pretty good match. I don't like as far as Tori Wilson being there. She's like nobody's favorite wrestler, so I really didn't care about her being there at all.
Yeah, what was the point? What's the point of her coming back?
It didn't make any sense. A lot of people don't even remember her.
I think she's up there. I think she's up there with Dana Brooke and Kelly Kelly.
But just as far as nostalgia, like nobody really remembers her like that. Like she was just there like really quick. But besides that,
she's never won any championships, anything. Yeah,
never. She's never. She was just been on people's arms. That's all she's been doing. But overall, as a match, it was a very entertaining match. One spot that I did like a lot is the part where Tamina and Nia Jax did an homage to Roman Reigns when they did the hoo-ah thing and they just started fighting everybody. I thought that was really cool. I don't know.
That was hella dope.
That was dope.
I like that. I really like that.
And I was kind of hoping that Tamina would win too because ever since they had the Superstar Shuffle and they showed her on SmackDown in the very first episode after it, ever since then we haven't seen her. And the match that she put on with Nia Jax as of recently, she's been looking pretty good and she looked good in this match. So I think she deserves a push. But overall, I didn't mind the result of it being Nia Jax. Like you said, I was going to say the same thing before you said it. I think this gave Ember Moon like a bigger, look as far as what happened to her. Now people are going to be on her side. But the different thing that's going to happen this time around is that Nia seems like she's going to be more of a face this time around when she's fighting Ronda Rousey, as where before she was more of a heel. So maybe it'll be a different story. So
no. What are you talking about? The World Wrestling Federation?
Huh?
World Wrestling Entertainment. That's what we're talking about here. No. Bro, listen. We said Nia is the next Big Show. We know this. And what I mean by that is Nia is gonna have like 50 million turns in the span of 2 years. Okay. She gonna be heel and face.
Oh yeah.
Times.
I mean that's true. But I think in this feud, she's probably just gonna be face. She's gonna stay being face because you could tell that they're trying to put her over as that, and especially the way that they're making her look as far as like Total Divas. And if you see at the end of the match the way that she was looking and the way people were cheering for her, they're gonna go in that face direction with her, as far as with the Ronda Rousey thing.
Hopefully, I hope you're right, man.
Did you forget about Vince logic?
But you can't always blame Vince for everything, man. Like, everything ain't Vince.
One thing I forgot to mention. I thought Mandy and Sonya looked pretty good, working together to eliminate all the old heads. Well, old heads.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mandy always looks good, but that's another story.
That's a fact. But and then when she turned on and eliminated Sonya, I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to one of the highlight matches of the night. Oh my goodness, the Mae Young Classic Final. We have my boo, Toni Storm, versus Io Shirai. Io Shirai is Preston's homie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you go first on this one, homie. Go.
All right, so I thought it was a really good match. Unfortunately, it was way too short. They didn't give her enough time to even plant any type of psychology in the match or even to try to build up to any type of story.
You can tell from later on in the night why that match was shortened up.
Yeah, you can tell later on, but it hurt the match so much because it could have been 10 times better if they'd gave it way more time because these two wrestlers have way too much talent for them to do that to them. But you can see why they did that. But overall, they wrestled before. I've seen them wrestle before, and it kind of had the same type of things going on in the match, but before it was way better because of the time. But like I said, I wish they had more time. But overall, it was a pretty decent match.
Boy, the females coming up and that NXT Women's Division. Oh my God,
bro,
it's crazy. Oh my goodness. What about you, Chelsea? What did you think about this match?
We're talking about what's her name? Storm, right?
Yeah, Toni Storm and Io Shirai. Yeah.
I don't think it was too. I don't know. Like it was a really good match. It was a really good match. But I had a feeling that what's her name? I had my money on Tony Storm to begin with because I'm
Yeah.
like, I think just her aggression and just her overall like presence in the women's roster because I kind of feel like I'm not seeing like Io. That's her name, right? Io or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't know. I'm not really feeling her too much. I don't feel like she. I'm not sure like what her gimmick is. So I feel like,
What?
and it's
No, I'm playing.
yeah, like I'm like I just don't know like what her stick is like. But as far as like just Tony just being that powerhouse and just having like the aggression that she has in the ring, definitely I feel like can definitely bring a lot to the women's like division.
Yeah, I will say this though. And I'm gonna address. I'm gonna say this to Preston. With Io Shirai, I can tell and I can see how really good she is, and I get it. She's great, but she gonna have to prove it to me the same way Kairi Sane had to, because again, she's pretty small and she's great, but I mean, she really gotta prove it to me. But this match was fucking awesome. I thought the match was pretty awesome. I did think it was a little too short. I do agree with that. Like, I feel like they could have gave them at least 5 more minutes. At
Yeah.
least 5 more minutes, and we should have that fucking. Okay, first of all, Charlotte Flair, you fucking go back, watch
Oh,
some
hell
highlights,
yeah.
Facts.
watch this,
Facts.
and watch how to do a goddamn moonsault, because her moon, Io Shirai's moonsault is fucking perfect.
That
Like,
is
absolutely.
They
why.
even said it in
Perfect.
the commentary. They were like, "Yeah, Charlotte Flair needs to take a little sub shit." That shit was
Yeah.
like,
And that's
impeccable.
why when they had that
Yes.
scene with the Becky Lynch thing, when Charlotte was talking to Io Shirai in the Performance Center, I said it should have been the other way around. Io Shirai should have been talking to Charlotte. I don't know why they had it that way. That's so
Yeah,
disrespectful.
but yo, I was gonna call some sick spots. There was Tony Storm when she gave her that sick German suplex on the apron.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
I thought
great.
that
Oh
was
hell
pretty
yeah! I
great.
felt that. I felt that.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like,
For
"Aye."
Yeah,
And
that
then,
was crazy.
and then when Tony Storm gave her that sick ass clothesline that turned her pretty much, that flipped her, and then hit her finisher. I thought it was a pretty good spot. And I already mentioned that spot with the moonsault to the outside, bro. That might be just like Kyrie saying got the prettiest elbow. That might be the prettiest guy fucking moonsault in the business, bro. That shit is really great. By the way, Tommy, what did you think about the match?
It was a solid match, and yeah, that German suplex on the apron. As soon as I thought, I was like, that hurts just looking at it. And my only this is one of my gripes. My only gripe, as everybody's been saying, the match was too short. Like, it was good, but give it another 10 minutes, it would have been a classic. And I say this because I've been following the Mae Young Classic tournament, especially seeing the matches that these two have put on in that tournament that were a lot longer. Case in point, Tony Storm in the semifinals versus Meiko Satomura. Fucking classic match. Like, if you haven't seen that, go watch it. It was insane.
Mako beast too.
And oh yeah, Mako is beast, and she was in the crowd. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And what's it called? What's her name? Io Shirai. Like, I mean, I'm trying to remember like who was like a really good opponent for her, but because like I was really following Tony more, but like she's put on some pretty stellar matches in the tournament as well. And honestly, I don't know. I guess it was just me being different. I thought Io was gonna take the W on this one.
Nah, I knew Tony Storm was gonna win all the way, bro. You can already
But-
tell, bro. Tony Storm she already has star power.
Exactly.
She
Like in
has the star
hindsight,
power already.
in
Yeah.
hindsight, like while you guys were discussing that, I was like, you know what, it makes sense why Tony won, because as great as EO is, she needs to, prove that she has a personality worth pushing as a champion, whereas Tony's already there.
Yeah,
And
bro.
people really don't know
You can
Io
even
like
tell
that
before
either.
the match. That's true, and you could really tell before the match the way they was talking about Tony Storm,
Yeah.
how much of a star she is, and how much
And-
like you already know she was gonna win. Her presentation is awesome. She looks like a fucking
looks like a
and roll
rock star.
bro. Yeah, she looks like a rock star. So you already
Bruh,
knew that she was gonna
The
win
crazy
that match.
thing, she's only 22, not even in
Yeah.
her prime yet.
You mean a rock star
Oh,
like as
boy.
in white skin and blonde hair? Is that what you? No, I'm playing.
Why you gotta make it a race thing? Stop.
You're an idiot, bro. You're an
Anyway, yeah. So those are my thoughts on the match.
All right, definitely, yeah, definitely, and I can't wait to see these two women go at it again. Hopefully, sometime down the line. And the match I know will definitely be longer sometime down the line. But anyway, let's
Yes.
move on to the next match of the night. We had the 6-woman tag team match. The Riot Squad versus Sasha Banks, Bailey, and Natalia. I thought this match. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I thought it was a good six-woman tag team match. They first of all they gave them longer time than I thought they were gonna give them. That's number one. And I absolutely loved, and I'm gonna say this: the Riot Squad looked like the fucking Shield in the ring, like, cause their teamwork and their constant teamwork, the whole match never wavered. Like, constant tags, constant double teaming, triple teaming. Like, the teamwork was absolutely flawless, and I enjoyed it. I really loved that, and yeah, and I thought that was awesome. I thought the double sharpshooter spot was pretty good, and I thought it was a pretty good match. Although I will say this, and I'm gonna say, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I do not agree with who won this match, because one team is an actual team, is a unit. The Shield wouldn't have lost this match. So the Riot Squad should have never lost this match. That's my only gripe. Like, you're pushing them, oh, they're the Riot Squad. They're together. They come to the ring together. They're such a great team. This and that, and this. But they lose to a bunch of individuals. To three individuals. Like, that's not, like, that's the only thing that really that kind of irked me, even though I thought it was a good match. I liked the finish with Natty with the power bomb, and then Bailey with her finisher, and the way she dove outside the ring to take the other two out, and Sasha, tribute to Eddie, hit the frog splash. I like that finish. I just didn't agree with who won the match. That's kind of like my only gripe of the match. But anyway, Chelsea, what did you think about the match?
Yeah, honestly, you took the words right out of my mouth. I really did not agree with the way the match finished, because I understand, I guess they're trying to, put the baby faces over, but I kind of felt, yeah, as the Riot Squad, and you're pushing them to be such, like, this monster heel tag team match, like, and they've been together since day one, since they debuted on SmackDown. They've been a unit. So for them just like losing the way, to like what Natalya and Bailey and Sasha, I didn't really agree with that, because I feel getting a win over such decorated superstars would have really put a notch, in their belt. Like, they were really able to dominate this match. But I love, like you said, the teamwork between the Riot Squad, the constant tags. Like, it kind of like gave me some nostalgia, like, how like the tag team divisions used to really work, when you saw like wrestlers that didn't come in as individuals, their whole careers were tag teams, and the coordination that they were able to have within the ring. That really gave me some nostalgia, like, okay, back when, the tag team division used to be a real thing, and to see like this is a stable of women, you know what I mean? Really made me kind of proud of how their characters were built, but just seeing them lose, that kind of pissed me off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got fucking mad. I was like, they did not, and I don't think it was necessary for them to lose. It's like, why did they need to put over Sasha Banks and Bailey?
Yeah, Bailey, Sasha, and Natty would have been fine with the L. They would have been fine.
Exactly.
They would have been straight. They would have been completely fine with the L, bro. This was the time for you. We're talking about Bailey and Sasha are still the future. I get it, but we're talking about come on. Like, Ruby and the Riot Squad needed this victory more than the other team needed it, and that's the thing that really frustrated me. But anyway, Preston, what did you think?
I agree with you guys, man. I didn't care too much about the finish, but I mean, I guess let's just get one thing straight. WWE, outside of the New Day, WWE doesn't care about teams of 3 people. That's just what it is at the end of the day. Because look at Sanity, where are they at? So
New Day and the Shield.
Yeah. In the show, yeah, we'll give it to them too, because they keep bringing them back. But outside of that, I thought it was a great match. I did like the teamwork between Bailey and Sasha, like the time that they did both of their finishers back to back. So that going back and forth was really good. I'm hoping they're planting some seeds into one of the turns, because remember the time that I believe it was Bailey was trying to pin, and then Sasha bumped into her in an accident and knocked her off. So hopefully that plant season to it. Like you guys said, I'm pretty much just echoing y'all. Riot Squad should have won this, but I don't know if they're trying to do this to eventually break up the Riot Squad, because they've been taking a lot of losses, and losses that for no reason, for matches that don't even matter, bro. Like, it's like
I don't think so because Absolution had to break up for a reason. They wouldn't if Paige never got hurt. Them two females would have stuck with Paige for a while. The Riot Squad, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan need Ruby Riot. Right.
No, and
They
that's
can't break away from her. No, and I think WWE knows that. Like they know those two females need Ruby Riot right now.
and that's
Like,
fact.
really need her.
And the only reason why I brought that up is because like they need to do something because they're kind of putting Ruby Riott in a sinking ship. They're gonna keep taking losses over and over and over and over for matches that they can pick up that the other people don't really need. It's not like it's something that's gonna hurt Natty or it's gonna hurt Bayley or Sasha. They are already big. It doesn't make any sense. But overall, the match was what it was. It's pretty good.
What about you? What about you, Tommy?
Yeah, like honestly, this is one of the matches that I enjoyed watching, but from the get-go, like I really didn't really care about this match because I already knew how it was gonna end. Like, you know, Riot Squad when it comes to pay-per-views, is like I've noticed the pattern. They'll rack up a few wins here and there on Monday Night Raw, but then when it comes down to the big pay-per-view match, they always take the L. And you know, great tag team work by both teams, but definitely, you know, you got to take that into account and try to elevate Ruby Riott because Lord knows that these two would be lost without her. And at the end of the day, I just feel like they need to give her more shine because, like, Sasha and Bayley, like you guys have been echoing, they're good. They're already main event status, and whereas Natty, like she's a known name, but at the same time, she's already used to jobbing out to other chicks, so it really doesn't make a difference if she takes an L.
Yeah, I did, and another reason why this pissed me off that day one, and I'm gonna say it because I already know. So, what is Bayley, Sasha, and Natty gonna do after Evolution? Not a goddamn thing. That's my problem. They beat the Riot Squad, but going forward, what are they gonna do for these next couple of months? I guarantee not a goddamn thing.
Of course not.
And that is my biggest problem. You could have had the Riot Squad win and really build them up. Especially that I keep hearing, and I heard today, these rumors that they are planning a women's tag division. Cool. Well, how about, if you're going to do that, how about you push the women that are actually teams?
That's a smart idea, but they won't do it.
Yeah, it all depends on who they want to put the belts on at the end of the day, rather than what makes sense. Like that's
It really
what it is.
No, it does. You're right. You're absolutely right. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on. Let's talk about the next stellar match of the night. The NXT Women's Championship match. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. Wow. What a match. Anyway, Chelsea, what did you think?
That was actually probably like my favorite match of all night, like of all throughout the pay-per-view.
Oh, I know. Kairi's a girl. I know.
Yeah, Kairi's my girl. It was an amazing performance, and I was really excited that Shayna won because just her aggression and like I told Carmine, it's like there needs to be like a Ronda versus Shayna, like that has to happen like sometime in the future. So hopefully some type of build up, some way Vince McMahon makes it happen. But I really saw like I didn't see Kairi losing to Shayna, even though I guess it happened in the past. I don't know, I'm forgetting that it ever happened, but it's like even though I was really hoping to see that beautiful elbow. Unfortunately, didn't happen, but it was because it was like it got me on my toes because I really going into the match didn't know who was gonna win. I'm like, okay, Kairi is already established. Kairi's very talented. You guys, Shayna's extremely talented. I was a little like surprised when I saw some like interference from like Shayna's goons because I'm like I already thought I'm like okay I don't think Shayna really needed the backup. But I guess that they wanted to, solidify like their heel status, having interference in the match.
That was just WWE's way of finally introducing the other two 4 horsewomen.
Oh, I don't know who they were. Honestly, I don't know who they were.
But that's who they are. That's who they are. Those are Kairi. Those are Shayna and Ronda Rousey's homegirls. Those are longtime friends. They're training to basically be WWE superstars.
Yeah,
So that was
they're
Oh,
not
so
their
they
way.
come
right now.
they come from
They're-
UFC
They
as
come
well.
from MMA.
Yeah, they come
Yeah,
from
they come
MMA,
from that.
just like
Oh,
like
okay.
Ronda, just like Shayna. Yeah, they for the past like
Yeah.
like year and a half, they've been
Yeah.
training. So they've been training in the performance center.
That's why they
So this
purposely
is
had
their
her.
way.
Okay.
That's why they purposely had Shayna get thrown over there in that specific area, just so they can do that.
Okay. All right.
Fun
Makes
fact:
sense.
one of them is actually married to Roderick Strong.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You said,
yeah.
ugh.
Did you see them?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good to the ladies today. We're gonna be good.
We're not going there. We're not going there, bro. Chill. Anyway,
Yeah.
anything you got? Anything else to add to the match?
Not a great match. Like, I really liked that the last second, like the submission maneuver, and it was like, damn, like Kyrie it wasn't even a tap out because I was expecting her to tap, and she just wanted to sleeve. I was like, wow, okay.
But that was great. I love that. I love that. I don't want Kyrie to tap.
Mm-hmm.
Incapacitate her. Knock her out.
Exactly.
That was great. That shows that she didn't give up. No matter the interference, no matter what beatdown she took, she didn't give up. She just passed out. Body just gave out. Period. So I love that so much. I love, bro. I say this all the time, bro. Shayna Baszler, every time this woman comes into the ring, she is better than the last. I
She shows
don't
out.
get it, bro. Like, damn, she's good. Like, fuck. Like, bro, like, every time. Yo, bro, she was really, really good in this match. Really, really good. And she was a nasty fucking heel in this match. That
Mhm.
was just
Oh,
awesome,
yeah.
bro. I loved it so much, bro. Like, Shayna Baszler in the women's division, Tommaso Ciampa in the men's division. Like, it's just, bro, they are heels, bro. That's how you supposed to be. They just like, yo, I don't like you. Fuck you. Like, period. Like,
Yeah, for
I
real.
Just
love
throwing her
when,
fucking treasure chested shit around like, fuck, what the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you? You're not a
Get your
pirate.
coins.
Like, yeah.
yeah, bro, and trying to dislocate her elbow. You know, that's her trademark. Yo, that elbow spot when she pulled her up.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, that was
sick. When she was
crazy.
dangling by her legs. Oh my
That was
god.
yeah, that was crazy. Yo, I thought Kyrie's arm was gonna come off, bro. Like, I really thought her arm was gonna come off. But Kyrie, that sick spot by Kyrie when she, that sick crossbody to the outside.
Yeah.
That dot, yo, that shit was pretty. Yo, the crowd was hyped for this match. They were into it all the way. This match was awesome. But anyway, Preston, would you? And by the way, I would like to say, god damn. Okay. You know what? No, I'm gonna be nice. Anyway, go ahead, Preston.
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'm
bro.
with
Go ahead.
I'm with Chelsea on this one. I think this is probably going to be my favorite match of the night. For a lot of reasons, I'll tell you why in the other ones later on. But one thing I did notice about this match is that it started off a lot different than their last match before. Kairi Sane came in this match a lot more confident and a lot more aggressive from the beginning. As in the last time, she started off a little less confident and started to get more aggressive.
She wasn't the victim. She wasn't the victim this time.
She wasn't the victim, and when I saw that, I kind of was like, okay, they're gonna make her lose just off of that. That kind of just told me something. But you know, overall, the chemistry in this match was really great. One thing I did see was Shayna Baszler did a homage to Kenny Omega with the V trigger. I thought that was really dope. And man, like this, like it just everything, like you said, everything about Shayna Baszler. She showed how evil and how much she hates Kairi Sane and how much she just don't care about this girl's body parts in that ring. Like she's wanted to break everybody, every part of her. She wanted to break every bit of it, and that's a cool thing because even in the Indies, Shayna Baszler was like that a long time ago when she had the match with like Io Shirai. Like she's like that, and she's gotten even better with that type of wrestling style. So for me, I thought this was my favorite match of the night, and it was really great.
Absolutely, Tommy.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to Shayna Baszler because she is now the first woman to be a two-time NXT Women's Champion.
Facto.
So I thought that was pretty cool of her. Also, the match was just phenomenal. Like everybody's been saying it, and I have to echo the sentiment. She just keeps getting better, like leaps and bounds. I'm talking about like she's like a student of the game, really, because like this match was infinitely better than their last match, and yeah, I agree with Preston that the overconfidence on Kyrie's part is what cost her the match ultimately.
Really,
Because,
I think it was overconfidence. I don't
Yeah, I think so. I think she went in a little too
I
aggressive.
think
she was.
I think it was just
too cocky.
confidence. No, I think she was confident and she just wasn't scared of Shayna no more. Like there was no fear at all of Shayna
And
Baszler.
that lack of
Like-
fear is what cost her the match.
Yeah, because last time it looked like
Started
when she
taking
fought her.
unnecessary risks.
Yeah, because last time it looked like she was a little bit more strategic
But
as far as how she fought.
But let's
Shayna.
be honest. But let's be honest. I hear what y'all saying, but Kairi Sane didn't lose that match because Shayna Baszler beat her. Kairi Sane lost that match because Shayna Baszler's homegirls.
Oh, I'm not saying that's why she
Match.
lost. That just kind of
That's
showed
what
me
I'm
that she
saying,
was
Yeah,
going to
of
lose.
course.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
No,
not,
no,
I'm
yeah,
not
I feel
denying
ya.
the interference, but yeah. Like I think that the overconfidence played a factor in her, taking the L, but they did
I
it
feel
the
y'all,
smart
but man,
way.
did I love it though. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was
I
great,
fucking
bro.
They
loved
did it the
this,
smart
bro.
way though. Like they did it the smart way because Shayna put her to sleep versus her tapping out and looking weak.
You know what I usually say about Kyrie Spears? I'm not gonna say it because of what happened on Monday. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say it.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna say. You know what I usually say? Kyrie Spears are.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm not gonna do it.
don't
I'm
do
not
it.
gonna-
Yeah.
I'm not
This
gonna
time
do
it
I'm
was
not gonna do
crazy,
it.
bro.
Yo,
Dude,
that hurts.
spear.
That spear.
Oh my god! For somebody to be that small, doing
Okay,
it.
okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. Charlotte can take notes off of Kyrie Spear.
Charlotte was pretty. Nah, I thought Charlotte was pretty good, bro. Nah,
Like,
I think you
it's
bugging.
not-
I don't know, man.
I thought Charlotte's was pretty good. I thought okay. I said Becky sold it pretty fucking great, but I thought Charlotte's was pretty good. All right. Anyway, whatever.
Hey man, when we talking about Charlotte, man, you at least a time.
but yeah. All in all, I thought this was a fantastic. Nah, this is not my match of the night. I'll give you my reasons why. Although I cannot argue with nobody that says this is match of the night. I'm not arguing shit. Like hands down, I'm not arguing shit. It just wasn't mine. But I thought
to me the next match is match of the night.
But I thought this match was good. Actually, no, because the same thing I did on Tuesday, I'm doing this again. The next match we're going to talk about is the match that should not have been the main event.
Facts.
And we're going to talk about it next because, in my eyes, it is not the main event. So I am not talking about that match
This
next.
guy, he's gonna rearrange his card.
I'm saving the real main event for last. So the next match on the card that we're going to talk about is Ronda Rousey versus, whatever.
Nikki Bella.
Anyway. Chelsea, what did you think about this match?
I mean, I agree with you 100%. That match should not have been the main event. I really can't think why. I guess because it's Ronda Rousey, I can't think why it was.
That's the only
main
reason
event.
why. That's the
Money.
only reason why.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, that's it. That's the only reason why it's Ronda Rousey.
but I didn't think too much of the
Oh.
match. Honestly, I
Oh,
don't really have much to say.
This is another reason why. It's Ronda Rousey, but also it's because you know that WWE wants Raw over SmackDown all the time.
Which doesn't have to be.
So,
That doesn't have to be the case.
Yeah, I know that. I know it's bullshit. But, so, just like the WWE title, which fucking pisses me off all the time, is in the middle of the show, the Universal title is the main event. The Raw Women's Championship is, but we're not even talking about that. Anyway, you got anything? You have anything else to add about this match?
I wasn't impressed, honestly. No, to be very honest, I wasn't really coming in. I thought maybe Ronda was really.
You ain't give a fuck
gonna,
about the match. You can say it. You can give a fuck.
Yeah, especially she's trying to say it in the nicest way
Bro,
possible.
you could be real. We real. You could be real. You ain't give a fuck.
I was coming in. I was
We don't pull
expecting
any
a lot from
punches.
Ronda because it was I watched her, evolve in the ring from her bullshit ass performance. I don't know, when she came in with the Rock and shit, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I've watched her kind of her wrestling abilities kind of mature over time.
Ronda
but
she can't improve when she's in the ring with shit.
I mean, I thought Nikki
Oh,
Bella
I
was
see what's going on
outshine
here.
too. I really thought they were both going to come together and really put on a great show. I was kind of anticipating it. Let me see the angle that they're going to take, because they're on, Evolution the stage. They was really going to outshine, but it was it was kind of bullshit to me. I didn't really give a fuck. So.
Yeah, I mean the match. I'm not okay.
I see what's going on here.
The match wasn't bad. The match wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say the match was bad. It wasn't bad. I just thought it was okay.
I see what's
thought it was
going
okay.
on, bro. I see what's going on.
What's going on?
Ronda Rousey came out with the Rock. Chelsea wanted to come out with the Rock. Come on, be for real. She hating on it. Come on. Be for real. That's the first thing you said.
Honestly, I never thought Ronda Rousey was that great of a wrestler to begin with. Like, I've seen her improve. I've seen her go a little bit like, oh, okay, like, so Ronda's doing this. I really thought, like, she was going to pull out, like, all the tricks tonight. Like, but it was, like, it was mediocre. It was, like, the same shit I see on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that is a fact. Though.
I do agree with that point. I do agree with this point. For someone to have that championship, she can't have the same repertoire every fucking match.
Exactly.
Like, for someone with that championship, like no. What I'm saying
that
is,
dude is crazy, man.
But what I'm saying is, like she does the same fucking arm drag hit toss every match, like as a lethal move. Like, bro, that's a basic fucking wrestling move, Ronda. Like, that's basic shit. Like, well, I'm sorry, but you can't keep doing that. You have to show more, or you gotta take the title off of her.
For real.
Because, like, come on.
It's that gimmick only gonna last so long.
Okay, I don't doubt that if she was in the ring with a better women's wrestler, that the match would be better. Cool, I get that. But since you're in the ring with a diva, you gotta be the one to show out.
Yeah.
Because no matter how hard Nikki Bella tries, she's just okay.
Yeah.
She's never going to be good. She's just okay. That's her. She's limited in that. I'm sorry, but she is. I mean, it's been proven over the years. She's improved a little, but not much. Like, it's been proven. So I'm not saying anything we don't see. So you gotta be the one. Ronda's the athlete. She's the talented one. She's the one that's picked up all of this shit. I will give her props. She picked up a lot of this very quickly with months of training, not years, months of training. But you gotta show us more. Otherwise, put that title on someone else, like, straight up. But anyway, Preston, what you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you guys as far as this shouldn't have been a main event, especially coming after what just happened. You're going to have, like, this bare bones match that has, like, no chemistry between the two wrestlers. Nobody really cares about it. And I get why. I don't agree. I get why this is the main event, because they put so much stock into this match. Nikki went to the Today Show, went to Late Night and all that stuff to promote it. So they're putting all their stocks into having people watch it for this match particularly. As far as Nikki Bella goes, she changed up her moves a little bit as far as trying to do more submissive stuff, but it was, like, so unbelievable that it was like I really didn't care too much about this match. But overall, we did need this match. Like you said, that she needs to be in the ring with somebody a lot better. Just like Chelsea said, maybe it should be Shayna Baszler. That match would be a whole lot better than what we saw tonight.
Just like hold on. Just like you said, though. But just what you said, that you know, Nikki was on Today's Show, this and that. Okay, but what was the actual problem with just making their match one match back?
Because they put so much money behind putting her on these shows, so they're gonna make that the main event. Like, whatever they put the most money in, like Brock matches, that's gonna be the main event of the show.
I get that. Whoa! I get that.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is a better wrestler than Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, but they don't care about that though. They don't care about that.
I get that. But listen, as good as Ronda is, as wrestling fans, we can see, my G, you're still green.
Oh, of course, yeah, we can see that.
Like, you're still green. Okay, this is my thing. It didn't do you any favors, WWE, to have her in a ring with someone that's almost as limited in the ring as she is.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It didn't do you any. I'm not even saying that as a joke. Like, I'm being very serious right now. Like, that did not do you any favors. Like, and this is my thing, and I'm gonna let Tommy go, or you can finish up, Preston. This is the first all women's pay-per-view. The Bella Twins should have been in that fucking Battle Royal. Period. They should have been in that fucking Battle Royal, and somebody else should have been the main event with Ronda Rousey. This is the very first all women's pay-per-view. And even though, to me, all around, it was a great show to me all around. I really enjoyed it. But this right here, if there's the one big gripe that I had with this show, was this. Because I didn't want to be like, Tommy before the show, thinking it's going to be crap, whatever. In my head, and for this match, I'm like, fuck, this match is going to be shit. But I did not want to say anything until I see the match happen. and then it happened, and then I just got pissed.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like as a big wrestling fan, I'm with you 1,000%. But they're also thinking business mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's about the names, it's about the money, which is stupid. But unfortunately, that's what they do. So next time, put her in with somebody like Shayna Baszler, or do the superstar shakeup, put her in there with AJ Styles or something. I don't know. Do something, bro. Because it ain't working, man. It ain't working. Like, they got to do something, man.
Oh, my God. Tommy, go ahead, man.
Okay, before I even actually talk about what my thoughts on the match, I just want to say this. Michael Cole, you used the word vintage way
oh
too
my
fucking
God.
loosely.
I knew you was going to bring it up.
Said,
I was waiting for you, bro.
Vintage Ronda. I'm like, my G, Ronda hasn't even been around long enough to have a vintage moveset. So you need to stop saying that fucking word.
Wait, hold on. We'll play devil's advocate. What if he was talking about her UFC moveset?
No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
No, stop. Don't. Yo,
man, I gotta stop hating on my man, bro.
Don't even try.
My man Cole, bro.
Yo, Michael Cole, bro, I cringed.
Yeah, that was terrible,
he said
man.
Vintage Ronda. Vintage who?
I think he wanted to use the word vintage so bad the whole night.
She hasn't been here for a year yet.
I
she already
Vince
got
is the one
vintage?
telling him to say vintage.
Wait. So, an arm drag that everybody does was vintage, my nigga? Yo, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Technically, the arm drag is vintage.
Worse. The fact that he used it on a basic ass move makes it even worse.
Bro,
that's Michael Cole though, bro. Y'all know that.
Oh my God.
The only positive I could say about this match was Ronda Rousey doing her best John Cena imitation, had both of the bellows on her shoulder, and doing that move.
That was so stupid.
That's about
bro.
it, bro.
That was so stupid, bro.
I'm trying to find something. You're not
that shouldn't have hurt Bria at all.
Well, to me, the highlight of the match was just looking at Nikki. But yeah.
Oh man, we talking about evolution. This dude come out with his sexist comments. No, I was playing.
Anyway,
like on a serious note, the match, I was not invested in it from the start because I knew what we were gonna get. Just because it's basically like we were saying, it's a money grab. You're trying to sell the pay-per-view by having the biggest name in women's wrestling right now, which is Rousey, versus the biggest name in the last few years, which is Nikki Bella. And they're both mediocre at best. Ronda's still learning.
What if it was WWE's objective? And I'm not giving them credit for this. I don't think so because they're not that smart. What if it's their objective to have the baddest woman, the most lethal woman on the planet, that they say, completely and utterly kill the biggest and last remnant of the divas?
They're not that smart.
Yeah, no,
they're not.
That wasn't on purpose.
That's giving them way too much credit.
So that was my idea.
Yeah, that was your idea. It's the Braun Strowman experiment again. That's all it is.
Around.
Cool. Yeah, right. Bree's about to go back to her baby.
Yeah, she done, bro.
Anyway, she's done. Anyway,
but yeah, like I said, that match, especially since they passed it off as the last match. I'm not gonna say main event because we know what the real main event is, but just knowing the matches that came before it, I'm like, this match I'm even less interested in it than I was going in because we had some phenomenal matches going before that.
Alright, God, we spent too much time on that fucking match. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on, guys, to the real main event of the night. My favorite match of the night. The SmackDown A Show Women's Championship match of Charlotte Flair versus the Irish ass kicker Becky Lynch.
Stone Cold.
I gotta go first because this is my match of the night. I'm not gonna argue with y'all, like I said, but I thought this match was awesome. I loved it. For a first last woman standing match, I thought Charlotte and Becky kicked the fucking shit out of each other. Like, really beat the fuck out of each other, which was really, really dope to see. The brutality that these females was really dishing out was dope. I thought it was hilarious when Charlotte did the moonsault the first time and didn't break the table. I will say that. I thought that was great. But I like how she recovered. She did a little, front cannonball flip, whatever she did to put her through the table. It was cool.
Yeah.
But there was some good spots in the match. I thought it was dope. Like, even though Charlotte, yeah, they try to portray her as the face in this feud, which we all know she's technically, to all of us in the fans, she's not the face. She's the fucking heel because no one really. I can't say his name, but she's the one that's not the most likable. We all love Becky. So, but I love the fact that Charlotte just kept getting up. And I will say this about Charlotte, bro. She sold the fuck out of everything that was laid into her. On the ladder, on a table, with the chair, with the candlestick. The look on her face and her reactions were absolutely gold. And it was awesome. So I give her so much credit for that. And I thought that leg drop through the table by Becky was sick. Off the ladder. That figure 8 spot between the two ladders, I thought that was pretty good. I just thought, all in all, for a first last woman standing match, I thought this match was awesome. It was brutal like it should have been. And I thought they showed out. And I'm so glad that the ending of this match was the ending. Because I don't know about y'all, but it did look like a couple times that I'm like, oh my God, Charlotte's going to win. Oh, no, please, no. Charlotte's going to win, no. Because when Becky climbed that ladder to put her through to leg drop her through the table, I thought Charlotte was going to move. And Becky would have been fucked. And that's how she's going to win. But I'm so glad that didn't happen. And Becky, and just like when she first won the SmackDown Women's Championship from Charlotte, she got a clean win over Charlotte Flair. And now, even though we're not going to, let's move the fuck on. But
Please.
I love this match. It was great. But anyway, Chelsea, what did you think about the match?
I thought it was a great match. This match actually really exceeded my expectations because I kind of felt, because I mean, I actually haven't seen like a hardcore women's match in like years.
Exactly.
And I know now, I know now like WWE can't do chair shots to the head. Or like, I was like, as soon as I seen the kendo stick like break out, I was like, okay, she's getting real. So I didn't know how much these women were gonna like, pull back and still kind of be PG with it. Yeah. So a lot of spots I really thought Charlotte had it in the bag. Like, I like you were saying, the creativity behind it, like that figure four, like within the ladders, Becky pulling the ladder off, like getting the announce tables, you know what I mean, involved, like she's burying Charlotte under the chairs and Charlotte still prevailed. So I really thought I thought it was either going to be like just both women down or Charlotte was going to win, because I kind of feel like since Becky's playing the heel in this like, like rivalry, I don't know, I kind of still feel
Becky's
like
a tweener. She's a tweener. She's not heel.
Is she? Because I'm like, I still see Becky as always as face, so it's a tweener.
She's a tweener because the crowd will not boo her.
Exactly.
They're going to boo Charlotte to death, but they will not boo her.
So I didn't see I don't know, I guess within the feud, I didn't see Becky being like the heel and Charlotte really being the face, because I feel like Charlotte just plays the villain role so well. So it was kind of like, I was kind of like sort of anticipating like Charlotte, kind of take the title away and end up being the heel somehow. But great match by both women. I love seeing that, that there's still some hardcore left within the women's division. They don't gotta always be just like PG about it. So, yeah, those my thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why I think they were very smart for Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair to be the first last woman standing match, because let's be honest, outside the ring, these two are like best friends, and because they're great wrestlers, they're gonna say to each other, listen, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, and you gonna beat the shit out of me, and we gonna steal the show tonight. Period. And that's why I love the fact that these two were the women in this match, and it was just absolutely awesome. And I'm so happy. But I will say this though, if they pulled off a double turn, an actual real double turn tonight, and Charlotte won as a heel. So what I don't know if Chelsea saw this, but I know if you Preston remember, and you Tommy, when Del Rio and Ziggler did that double turn. If they did, because this is the last woman standing, if they did that to where Charlotte is just beating, whether it's Becky's head or just really fucking a body part up to the point where the crowd really turns on her and she heals it up, I would have been cool with that too. And Charlotte went that way, I would have been fine with that. But I'm still all in all glad Becky won. Anyway, Preston, what did you think about the match overall?
Man, with you guys, I thought it was a really great match, and it's just like what Chelsea said, like what I said exactly, because that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, wow, we finally get to see another hardcore women's match, and I'm a big hardcore fan. I like ECW. Sami Callihan is one of my favorite heels right now in all of wrestling, so as far as the hardcore portion of it, it was really great. A lot of the spots in here were genius, like a really, really smart as far as this goes. And the only reason why this isn't my favorite match of the night is because I'm more so of a person who likes the people to wow me with just a plain match. This one had a lot of stuff added onto it, but that doesn't take away from it. And I'm glad, like you said, I'm glad that this was the first last woman standing match because you picked two of the best people who have the best chemistry. Like you said, they're friends outside the ring, and they have a great storyline. So for them to pull this off the way they did was really good. It's the most personal, absolutely. And they got so creative with this stuff. I thought it was gonna be like they're just gonna slam somebody through a table, they're just gonna hit somebody with a kendo stick, blah blah blah. But the figure 8 thing, the putting the chairs and the tables on top of Charlotte, and she busting through it every single time. It's just like neither one of them wanted to give up, but they also wanted to destroy each other at the same time. So that story was being told really well in this match, and I liked it a lot. It's my second favorite match of the night.
Oh, another thing I just thought of that just pissed me off. You see how personal this is? You see how personal this is? This is what fucking Bayley and Sasha should be.
Yeah, they should have did this a long time ago.
This what that shit should be a long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
A long time ago. They
it.
completely, utterly botched that shit. And when I say that, I mean Bayley is the heel.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And Sasha is the face. That's the only way you get that really over. Is the one that you think is the ultimate baby face? No. She's the fucking heel. That's how you really get that over. And I've wanted that for so long, but they completely botched it. But I like the way WWE is going right now because we saw the Ciampa and Gargano shit. Now we see how personal it's going to. We see Charlotte and Becky, how personal they make it, how riveting it is, and now we're seeing Ambrose and Rollins. Like, I'm liking that dynamic, and that's how you build real fucking storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, impactful. So when we get that match, that real defining match, it's gonna be that much more authentic. It's gonna the crowd's gonna be that much more into it. Whoever they want to cheer for, whoever they want to boo for, just by the storyline alone, produces the great match. And that's what I love about it. Anyway, Tommy, go ahead. What you think, bro?
Facts. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about all the spots because we've already beaten the spots to death. I just love the dynamic between these two because, like you said, this is what Sasha and Bayley could and should have been. But since we're getting it with Charlotte and Becky, I don't care about seeing it with Sasha and Bayley now because I see I see the passion and how awesome this feud would have been, but in a different light and on the A show, by the way. But yeah. Overall, great match, phenomenal. The storytelling, and there was multiple times where I was like seriously doubting that Becky was gonna win. I was like, yo, seriously, if Charlotte wins, I am going to stop watching this and just wait for it to be over. But, I was just anti-Charlotte.
Hey, that will be. Wow, Charlotte's an 8-time champion in like fucking 2 years, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
Y'all really trying to make her the female Ric Flair? Like, really?
You know what they do.
Like, really? Like, come on.
That's their goal.
Yeah, you know what
they
do.
She's gonna be a 20-time champion before she retires.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's crazy. Like, but the thing is, it don't need to. She's really good. She's really fucking good. Like, she don't need that shit, bro. Like, oh my god. Like, oh my god.
You know how they are about rewriting history, even if they gotta force it.
We'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's just how they are.
Yeah,
but anyway.
But definitely, this was the main event. Fuck everything else. This was just the best match of the night to me.
Yeah.
Also, back to the fuckery match. See,
He just said we spent too much time.
No, but listen, I'm gonna just say this, and I told Tommy this. I said, yo, the only way I can see that match being the last match is if something is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but something, a surprise appearance, surprise return, a fuckery of some sort. But it was
Twin
just
Magic.
nothing. It was nothing.
I don't
That's
know,
when
man.
magic shit. That's when magic shit ain't fuckery no more. Who cares about that?
Because if Kyrie, because of Kyrie and Shayna Baszler, if they were in the main roster, if that was the main event, I wouldn't have been mad at that, even without all the extra stuff.
No, but that wasn't. We of course because we would have got a great match with two great wrestlers.
Okay,
but come on, bro. Like we're not talking about a match with two great wrestlers. Come on, let's be real here.
We're talking about someone who's still learning and someone who is just mediocre.
Yeah. Anyway, before we get out of here, Chelsea, what is there anything that you want to see moving forward from
I mean, honestly,
the women?
it's like just thinking about it because I remember watching the like back when like that fucking like Diva Search like agent shit was like still like was they were really trying to push like that look on the divas. I remember watching some of these matches and like damn, or like having really good women's wrestling just like put over like fucking like bullshit ass wrestlers. I just remember thinking like damn, like just rooting like why can't these matches be any better because the women can do it. Like so honestly, watching this pay-per-view, I'm just really glad that finally the women's division is kind of up to par. It's where it needs to be because there's no reason why these women from the get-go couldn't be on that level and be able to put on like extremely like great matches versus just having like just filler matches and shit. So moving forward, I would really like the WWE to just keep the momentum. Like I said, they kind of, my eyes kind of got on the bandwagon a little late, you know, because it was like all these indie promos were really treating the women's wrestlers as they should have from the very beginning. So I'm glad to see like that the woman, you know, and they're speaking about like since there's a real women's movement going on and there's a WWE women's movement going on. So actually being able, and I like the fact, I'm sure it has to do with WWE being PG. Like there's none of those like suggestive like, you know, storylines with women's wrestlers anymore. Like you're not going to see a woman like in her bra and panties barking in the middle of the, you know, the ring, you know, to the boss anymore. Like these are actual real women capable of doing real women things, and these are able. You're going to have like young girls looking at these women and being real role models versus like back then these women were in Playboy and shit. They couldn't be like, I wouldn't want my kids to grow up looking up to, you know, what these women's wrestlers used to be, but now it's like these wrestlers can actually really impact and actually be positive role models in a lot of young girls' lives. So that's something I'm really actually like proud of, and I just wanted to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely, and to be honest with you, listen, I'm a dude. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I'm not opposed to bra and panties, but you know what? I am opposed to it. Not in real life. I'm talking about wrestling. I am opposed to it because it's like, yo, like you treating these females like you're treating these females like they're just thoughts in the back. Like that's all they are. They're just thoughts. Like they're just thoughts in the back. That's all they're there for. Like so, I appreciate this evolution, revolution, whatever you want to call it. But I will tell you, Chelsea, keep watching NXT because NXT is where it's at. That's where
I do want to add though, because there was some women like I really wish I would have got a chance to see. Like if maybe even if Sable made an appearance, you know what I mean? Someone like the throwback.
She turned that shit down.
Oh, did yeah, I bet.
Yep.
But it was like, you know, if just like the women,
you know, she wasn't gonna show up for anything less than Brock Lesnar money.
That's true.
I mean, shit. She could have just paid homage, like, you know, like even if, you know, the women that started off as valets, because it's like at the end of the day, the women's division got started somewhere where it was like Terry doing a fucking like pudding match or whatever like that, and maybe being able to speak to that, like, yo, back in the days, we was doing fucking pudding matches for the women's like champion. You know what I mean? So if at least, you know, if Jacqueline could have showed up.
Brock Lesnar. Sable's married to Brock Lesnar. She don't like people no more. So that's I don't know what else to say. Like
he got
it is what it is.
He got that girl in the castle somewhere.
If she would have made a cameo, or even if I was really thinking, maybe if AJ at least made a cameo, because she was somewhere in between, like, you know, being able to speak on it.
That's the listen. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be brutally honest with y'all.
Oh my god.
And this is my opinion. AJ Lee's pipe bomb is what really started this evolution.
You think so?
Nope.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, her pipe bomb when she was on the stage and she called out all those cast members of Total Divas and said they're nothing but objects and she's the real woman. That's when it started. After that, that's when you started seeing the give divas a chance, all that
That's
bullshit.
true.
That was after that AJ Lee pipe bomb, which was a phenomenal pipe bomb, by the way.
Yeah.
After that, that's when it really started. But WWE would not give her credit. They're not gonna give her credit because she's married to CM Punk.
Of course
They're not
not.
fucking with CM Punk right now.
Don't let Nikki Bella try to sell you that dream that she started it, because she did.
She
Yeah, I
ain't
don't hear
fucking
that bullshit.
start shit, man. Like, what
Yeah,
the hell?
yeah,
She
yeah.
started Total Divas. That's exactly what she was doing, and sleeping with
Exactly.
male superstars, which Divas been doing since the beginning of time.
Exactly.
Like,
Oh, that's what they've been doing, bro. That's how they've been getting on.
Mhm.
Like, for real.
Just like that's like Ronda said, only door you've been into John Cena's bedroom.
exactly.
Anyway,
That's all that shit. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no. But like I said, I don't want that to get lost because I keep hearing like, yes, the four horsewomen of NXT, it was great. Paige in NXT was great. All that was awesome. Well, AJ Lee was on the main roster. She really started that evolution because she didn't come out looking like a hoe. She didn't come out. She had fucking Chucks on, socks, some shorts. Like she didn't look like she was hot. To me, she was hot, but but she was hot just the way she was. You know what I mean?
She didn't look like the typical diva.
So you're not gonna give it to Right to Censor?
Alright.
Hey man, that's facts
you
though.
wildin'.
Remember they was going in on Godfather?
Nah, you
Y'all,
wildin'.
come on, man.
But
Y'all.
I like how
Word
now
to
Right to Censor was
WWE's
awesome, though.
going, I like how
Yeah.
it's like now again they're not putting emphasis on the women's look because back then it's like the top divas were always the best looking, even though they didn't wrestle for shit. It
Mhm.
was always the best looking, the hottest divas. They were
That's
like
true.
the top. It was like Kelly. It was like Maurice, and these bitches ain't do shit. So now it's like no offense, I'm seeing bitches like that look like Shayna. You know what I'm saying? Like out here and can actually be a main event. It's like because think about it, like back then. I'm not saying. I mean, shit.
that's
I'm saying
crazy.
she ain't.
That's a pipe
You
bomb
get
right
what
there.
I'm saying, though.
No.
You know
What
I mean?
you saying
that's
is
facts,
real.
that's
It's
facts.
just you saying it kind of threw me off. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah,
I just realized.
true.
I just realized what you said. No, I got you for sure. I got you. But it's true though. No, what you said is
like
true.
that can still main event. They'll still be like the toughest and actually be given a shot at something. Versus back then, it was like for like it's like and then you would have the commentaries make jokes about these women, like when they would talk shit about Jazz, like or they would talk shit about how the woman looks. Versus it's like her actual capability. So I'm so glad like that's like
fact though. 8 years ago, Shayna Baszler wouldn't be WWE. Period. So
Of course.
I mean that's a
wouldn't
fact.
even have had a tryout.
That's a fact. So yeah, I definitely agree, and I'm pretty sure Tommy Person will say it. Like I agree. Like going forward, they need to keep this momentum going. Like next year's Evolution is not the first; it's gonna be the second. Like I want to see a really good show again. Don't just fucking just because it was the first one, put on a great show, and then the second one is a dud. Just like that women's Royal Rumble match that's coming up, it better be good. I'm holding the women to a higher standard now.
I think
The way it should be. The same way I hold the men to a standard, they're held to a standard now because Sasha Banks is in that ring. Bayley, Charlotte, Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch, Ember Moon. What I'm talking about are great wrestlers.
Yeah.
And so you're held to a higher standard. Period. So I want, WWE put them in the right position. WWE, just give them the right storyline, give them the right gimmick, and leave them the fuck alone because they'll take care of the rest.
That's
Period.
real, Joe. And I know we ain't gonna have to worry about the NXT match in the next one because they got so much
No.
talent in there right
Oh,
now.
hell no,
Period.
absolutely
You ain't gotta
not.
worry about.
You ain't gotta worry about that at all.
That division is stacked.
And next year, Evolution, don't ever put that trash intro music they put in this year. Don't ever do that again. That was so
my
bad,
God.
bro. That was the most cookie cutter rock and roll music I've ever heard in my life, bro.
That was really, really.
It sounded like Nickelback wrote that.
That
That's
was
crazy.
really not very. That was not very good. That was not very good. I don't know what they were thinking, but that was not very.
That was
good.
just trash.
Yeah, it was bad, but
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for our WWE Evolution post show. All in all, it was a great show.
No grades.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. I was about to say I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Cool.
What letter grade would you give Evolution, Chelsea?
Well, just because the main event was bullshit, man, so that kind of knocked it down a couple of notches, man. I'd probably give it a B minus, just solely just because of the fucking like main event.
Cool. What about you, Tommy?
I would give it a solid B. Like, you know, it was solid, you know, not as great as I thought it could have been, but it wasn't a disappointment either, aside from a couple of gripes that we already discussed.
Okay, definitely. Preston?
I think I'm actually gonna give it a B plus. And even though the main event was trash, I knew it was gonna be trash. So I guess that it didn't do nothing to me at all. Like, it didn't bother me. I was like, all right, that's not part of my evolution. The evolution is from Becky and Charlotte on down. That's it.
Exactly. Like we knew what we were getting in like the lackluster matches.
Yeah, we knew, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. I'm with Chelsea, man. That main event, bro. I'm gonna have to give it a C.
Damn.
No, I'm fucking you. Nah, I'm with Preston though. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I would have gave it an A, but that main event, good God, Nikki Bella, I like looking at you, but damn, you're bad. You're bad, bro. Like, you're really bad, bro. Like, everyone else on the show, bro. Ivory is like 50 something, and she put on the show.
Way better.
Yeah.
Like, there is no excuse, bro. There is no excuse. Like I said, I'm holding y'all to a higher standard now, the way it should be. There's no... And you in a main event. And you the veteran, not Ronda Rousey. You're the veteran.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
And you know what's sad too is I feel like Nikki Bella is in a way reinforcing those old tropes that we've been talking about divas.
Yeah.
In a way, if you think about like the way she dressed when she snaps off her shirt.
But she is. She's what they are trying to move away from.
Mm-hmm.
She embodies
But yet
that
she's still here.
100%. The Bellas like to say, "Oh, they started the Evolution because of the show Total Divas." That show is the reason that's what that show is the cringe-worthy. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I watched that show. I'm not anymore. I used to watch it.
No,
it was interesting. It was interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was Ms. and Mrs. is better, but it was interesting. But yeah, but like you're the embodiment of what we don't like.
You're the poster child of what we don't need in women's wrestling.
Absolutely, and you know it's unfortunate, but that happened. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I thought it was really really good. I wish I could give it an A. Tony Storm is bae. Boy, she's bae. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for our Evolution post show. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, let them know. Hope you guys enjoyed our special guest, Chelsea. Chelsea, do you have any last things to say?
Nope, everything's covered. It was that great pay-per-view. I was a little skeptical, but you know, I was coming in like with a biased standpoint, but they really kind of really showed themselves out.
All right, definitely.
John Cena, this main event is your fault. It's your fault.
Yeah, I've seen enough. He's
Yeah, it's your
actually the
fault.
reason why I took a hiatus from wrestling. Like, he's probably the reason I stopped watching WWE.
You telling me when he came out and started rapping?
Bro,
Uncle
I
Marbury,
am
was
trying
like,
to
bro, I ain't
wrap
watching
this up, and you started something else.
My fault. Okay, yeah.
No, not you. I'm talking to Preston. Why did
Bro,
you bring up
man.
Cena,
I
bro?
don't like Cena at all.
You know I don't like Cena either. You trying to start something, bro?
That's
How
Malibu.
was
That's
he, like, nobody likes John Cena.
that's-
How is he still a wrestler?
that's a WWE's
How?
embodiment of Malibu's Most Wanted. That's what he is. That's exactly what he is.
He's still
Oh
rapping?
God.
No,
He-
right?
I hope
No,
not.
he's not.
No.
What does he do?
He mumble
Oh,
rapping
I
now.
guess just reality show. Oh, I
He's
guess.
acting.
He mumble
He's
rapping
doing
now.
movies.
Nah, he acting. He's doing his little acting
Alright.
thing.
He's trying
right
to
now,
get that
currently.
Hollywood money like Batista did.
Nah, but Batista's talented. Anyway,
Alright, yeah,
but
let's
anyway,
go.
guys, that's gonna do it for our post show. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm Carmine. That's Preston. That's Tommy and Chelsea, our special guest. Thank you for joining us.